Hey everyone, welcome back to the fundamentals of drumming. Can you believe that it's been 1 year since I started? Today's video is a reflection on this quite incredible journey we've been on together. So I'll be going off script and also on script as I talk, just to make this video feel a bit more real, a bit more natural. And yeah, let's get straight into it. 2023 has been a bit of a crazy year for me, which I know is quite a cliche thing to say, but it's quite true. From, the awkward, humbling beginnings to finding our groove. It's been a ride filled with creativity, learning, and most importantly, the support of everyone around me and everyone from the community that's built. And it's been crazy because when the pandemic started, everything that I had just crushed to the ground, and, I was basically out of the music industry and I didn't really know where I was going to be going from there. And then it got quite dark for a little while, and what happened was a stroke of luck where some of my applications got accepted. So I started working as a freelance drum tutor in and around where I live, and that was really the saviour. And that was also the year where I started the YouTube channel. So everything all happened at one go. And that's quite the biggest thing that has probably happened. And now me and my girlfriend moved to a different city, and channel is starting to pick up, and everything starts to feel like it's moving forwards again. It really kickstarted when I made the 70th to 80th video. It was called The Hardest Thing New Drummers Face and the Solution. And at that time, I was thinking that, I wasn't really getting many views, and I was sort of like, well, I'll get to 100 and we'll see what happens from there. So my thinking was that I needed to make my points a bit more concise and be able to teach those points well enough that people who viewed the video got the point, even if they didn't really know what drumming is. And then at that stage, it took off. So I got 8,000 views, or maybe it was like 3,000, and then went into 8,000, and then it got to 10, and then 12, and now it's settled on 13,000. And for me, that was like, I've never had that many views in my life. So for me, that was pretty crazy. And at that stage, I thought that I had a better understanding, which I probably did, but I didn't have a better enough understanding where I could carry that forwards. And I realized that because my videos weren't doing the same amount of numbers, and that probably was because of the content I was making, because they weren't really viral. But what they were doing, they were setting up the foundations for what I'm wanting to build in 2024, which is a business which doesn't solely rely on YouTube, but I guess 2023 has been really getting my ideas down on virtual paper, as it were, so that I could then start to refine all my thoughts and how I'm presenting ideas to an audience, and if they interact well with that. But despite all that, after all of that happened, I realized that I do get it, but at the same time, it's like, you don't, because you can never know whether an idea is going to take off or whether it's just going to fall flat. And now it's with 10-week foundation course where I've started to see higher numbers, a higher level of retention, all those other analytics, and yeah, of course, since then, I think the video production overall, I know has improved a lot, because people are engaging, people are, just simply liking or commenting or rating on the poll. As well as that, I feel that it's important to say that I feel more and more fulfilled the more I see that, and the more I make videos, because the course of these videos, especially in 2024, will start to take more of a clear, there's more of a clear strategy rather than just making videos and sort of going with the flow, which was what 2023 really was. And because of that fulfillment, I can start to see a more of a rise in overall growth. And yeah, and as I said, the route in 2024 was a bit more clearer. There are concise goals. I was just yesterday, before recording this video, refining all my thoughts, getting other people to read them and make sure that everything makes sense. Speaking of 2024, here's what I've got planned. And then after that, I'll tell you some of our achievements in 2023. So plans for 24, not expansive, but a start. So first of all, move away from the electronic drum kit. Electronic drum kits are great, but they're not, I think they lack that musicality, and I think that reaches people less than electronic drum kits. Well, especially the one I have, because it's more of a budget drum kit. Still fantastic, but I think I would need to spend or maybe change brand. Nothing against Oasis, or maybe it's just I need to do something different. But yeah, in any case, recording more on acoustic drums, hiring out a studio for a day, recording a bunch of content, and just really showing people what I can do, because I don't think I've been able to show what I can do skill-wise on the drums with the electronic drums. The second thing is to test new style of material. The new style of material is going to be like this video, where I start to break down grooves and fills in different levels and apply that to a song so that everything comes together. So it doesn't matter what level you are, all the levels can be used, well, for the most part, they can be used in actual songs. So that's the whole purpose of it. It's not meant to be like beginner, intermediate, advanced, because when I was at school, I didn't really like the feeling of being boxed into a category where those are the intelligent people, those are the less intelligent people. And I think that is counterintuitive to just overall growth and learning and self-development, all that sort of stuff, which is why I sort of went down the labeling things for more neutral terminology, like colors, for example. Colors and just, broader terms. So that's basically what I'll be doing through testing out and sharing with you guys. The third point, viral-based content for growth. That's what I'm going to try out more of. Going to try more of that out so I can get more growth, more subscribers. I think target for subscribers is going to be 1,000 next. I'm going to set myself easier target. And that's going to be 1,000 by the end of 2024. And if I go over that target, then anything over that is going to be like a huge bonus. Fourth point, depending on the numbers and whether any of the other points work, maybe even sorting out some hat merch. I did a little community post the other day, and some of the merch ideas pulled some traction, and it'll be this hat I'm putting on now. Got the logo, and it's a corduroy hat. You can have black, you can have I'll probably keep it simple and just do black for now, but yeah, because I think black is just, you can't really go wrong with black. And finally, probably gonna try and have a go at releasing shorter content every day and see if that also helps growth as well. I just think that, I think I'd want to favor longer videos, but I think when I start to get out and record a bunch of content in one day on the acoustic drums, then I think that it'd be easier to be able to just condense all of that and just be able to gurge out content, as long as I think it's helpful. So, as long as it serves a purpose, then I think I'll do that. But at the moment, with some of the shorts ideas, I've just been testing ideas out, experimenting. Don't think I'll continue on with some of the ideas. But as far as ideas go, that's pretty much about it. It's just basically just growth and just trying out different ideas where I think it's going to benefit the channel and also people viewing it. And based on what I've experienced, change is gonna have to happen. If change doesn't happen, then the strategies taking place won't have momentum, just because it's something I've not done before, and because I've not done it before, I don't know what's gonna happen. The only thing that I would have to do in order to move quickly is to bring in other people, which is what I'm doing. At the moment, I've got a friend of mine who used to work at a supermarket with when I was at Tesco, because pandemic and everything happened. And yeah, he's been doing all of the designs so far, so having him on board. At some point in the future, I'll be looking to form probably a small scale production team consisting of branding, which is pretty much already sorted, but maybe, don't know, could bring on someone else. Website design, for sure, for the next thing which I'm wanting to build in 2024. Third thing, a videographer, photographer, and maybe someone who can help with the scripts and just directing of the videos and content. Someone who can help with the marketing, social media. Someone can sort that out, and someone else can sort out all the sales and make sure that everything's doing its thing. And those are the 5 main type of people that I think I need, because at the moment I can't really do all of that, and I'm not very good at all of that sort of stuff. Social media probably better at, but it's someone who, there's people out there who have better knowledge about that sort of thing than I do. I'm more better at creating the ideas and implementing them as much, I think implementing them as much as I think I can do. So if you fall in any of those categories, you might be looking to work in the field of the YouTube area or just small startup production business, then you can either subscribe and turn on notifications to see where I'm headed, or you just follow me on Instagram or get in touch on there, which is just at the fundamentals of drumming. So moving on, I think it's important to go on to 2023 and reflect on achievements that I've made. And this isn't like a self-gloat thing, it's just, I think it's important to make these videos because I think when I was first starting, it was important that I found other YouTubers who were doing this sort of thing, because it helped me get some sort of motivation from external sources rather than just my own, because sometimes it can feel like you're just aiming in the dark. So if you have someone out there who's making a video like this, who you feel aligned with in terms of what they're doing, then I think that just makes the whole starting a YouTube thing or starting a business full stop a lot easier. So the first thing, first achievement I made is committed myself to making 100 videos. That's gone over now, but yeah, making your first 100 videos is a bigger project than people might think. Yeah, you could nowadays with shorts, you can make 100 1-minute videos, which isn't relatively straightforward, but to make 100 videos, just broadly speaking, there's a journey to it. And with that journey, I think people underestimate that journey. Like, I think if you want to start something, then you have to be ready to take that journey. You have to be ready, because if you're not ready, then that idea will just fall flat. The second achievement is that we grew to almost 500 subscribers. And at the start of the year, I said to myself, I'll aim for 1,000. But I think that, now I know it's unrealistic. But now I think next year that is realistic. So yeah, I think aim for the sky, but also don't have too high expectations. Point 3, grew a small community of drummers. People are engaging, people are asking for what they want. And I've never really had that before. So this feels like there's something to it. It's not just me making videos and not getting anything in return, because eventually that would have to stop. So fortunately, community, if you're watching this, whatever that was, thanks. Okay, made a 10-week course for beginners. Again, I don't like that term. It's called the 10-week foundation drum course. So definitely go check that out. Made and completed 2 30-day challenges, one for grooves, one for fills, and that was cool. And off the back of the whole year, I had that business idea, which I'll start testing with the hopes to launch probably more realistically towards the end of 2024. But again, just gonna test the ideas out and see how people get on with that. And when I say that it's a huge achievement for me, in today's world, it sounds like nothing. But when you don't compare yourself to others and you only focus on your own trajectory, and that helps you to feel every step of the way, and that makes every milestone you hit feel greater. Rather than if you compare yourself to other creators or business people who are doing 2 times the amount or double the amount of what you are. If I had that mindset, if I was thinking, well, all those people have somehow had million view videos in the first 30 days of whatever they're doing, then I think I wouldn't be here right now. I would have given up, because that mindset would have crept on me and it would have just made everything suck. So because I'm still here, that helped me realize that when you focus on your own people arguing, when you focus on your own trajectory, you just focus on your own graph. Because the way I see it is, let's say if you imagined 2 graphs. This is your graph and this is someone else's graph. The other person's graph is not going to be the same as yours. So comparing that person's graph to your graph doesn't make any sense. So therefore, if you're trying to compare your own growth to someone else's, then it's sort of like, every time they go up and you go down, you're going to feel rubbish. And every time you go up and they go down, you're going to have that moment. It's just going to be a rocky ride, and it just doesn't make sense. So you might as well just focus on the thing that you really enjoy, thing that you can do for decades, regardless of what happens. And I think that is the main takeaway from my first year here. And as the channel grew closer to 500 subscribers, I started to feel that it could actually happen, getting 500 subscribers. So I posted to LinkedIn and to some of my friends who got most of the traction. But what I'm saying now is that it may not be enough. And currently, as of recording, we need to grow by 11 subscribers, because that's the target by the end of 2023. And I'm saying this because there's a high chance that it could actually happen. Now I feel like there's this momentum going. And I just want to take a moment, first of all, just to appreciate each and every one of you that's joined this Fundamentals of Drumming community, who've left a comment, shared a video, likes the video, because, without your actions to engage, it just wouldn't ever happen. And it really means the world to me. And in light of that, I just want to ask one favor before you think of skipping this video. And but if you're already here, then you probably would have watched it anyway. But it doesn't matter. The thing is, would you help me spread the word and be one of the 11 subscribers to help me get to 500? That's all. Just 11 people, right? Who ideally would be interested, not just like, oh, I play piano, I'll subscribe. No, you have to ideally be interested in drumming. But as a result of that, if you're in the first 11 people to subscribe, get to me to 500, and it shows your name, ideally, because sometimes people subscribe and I don't actually see who it is, then those people will get a shout out on my next video. Just to show other people that there's other people that care. There's other people that want to help this channel grow and see what happens in the next year. And just to round off this video, very DIY video towards the end, as we approach the end of 2023, can't help wonder what the future holds for the Fundamentals of Drumming. All I know is that there's new ideas, fresher content, and of course, more drumming. So let's see where this journey takes us. Whether we hit that 500 subscriber milestone or not, one thing is for sure, the drumming will continue. The content will keep flowing, and I can't wait to share the upcoming ventures with you all. For one final time, for this year of 2023, keep drumming. I'll do that one again so my voice doesn't crack. Keep drumming.